And the candidate in Studio 255, we continued the candidate awareness tour with Emily Studi, House District 14 candidate in Laramie, Wyoming. Our studio's in the Laramie Plains Civic Center, and this is an opportunity for us to follow up. We've had two segments thus far, and we've talked about education. We've talked about touched on affordability with respect to healthcare. You talked about veterans services, and you talked about military aspects. How about in Albany County for citizens countywide, specifically in House District 14? What can they expect with you and your strategies in addressing healthcare, rural healthcare?
Oh, rural healthcare? Boy, healthcare is a very complex topic. I mean, it's something that, well, for example, when we had Blue Cross Blue Shield, right? It's healthcare is one of those kind of topics that some people actually. It's funny. This girl I spoke to, she goes, "If we had universal healthcare, it would probably be better." And I asked her why, and she goes, "Because it would be the same for everybody. There wouldn't be any competition, so I wouldn't have to go shopping for universal health for my own insurance." And I keep telling her, like, but the market allows us to shop for the best kind because choice is what's important. And I see both sides. I really do see both sides. But we have to be given the choice to choose the best healthcare. But unfortunately, we don't know because there's like thousands and thousands of pages. And until you need that service, you're not going to know whether they're going to pay for it full or not. And so that's where the issue comes on hand, and you want to be able to help people as much as you can. But healthcare is so complex. Eric, I don't even know where to start with that one. I mean, my girlfriend and I actually still have to sit down and draw out a plan. Like, what do we want for our people here? I mean, what do we want to be brought up to the state level? But, I mean, you got to get the feds involved in that portion. And that's an issue where two different governing bodies become, well, a part of a conversation. And as a legislator, you really have to pick and choose, and you really got to talk to your constituents and see if they have any ideas of a solution for that healthcare option.
Emily Studi, our guest here on the Talk Shop. The campaign trail runs through our classroom. Emily Studi, we appreciate you showing up. We got two questions remaining from the Talk Shop and one audience question, and that is with respect to the potential property tax reduction of tax, lowering the property tax as 50% People's Initiative is on the ballot for November 3rd. If revenues decline in the state, what would you prioritize for the people of Wyoming in terms of programmatic policy decisions to represent Albany County, House District 14 best?
Oh my gosh, it's property taxes. That's quite an issue, right? We want to eliminate taxes, smaller government, wherever it may be. Property taxes is a tricky situation when it comes to certain people, but I'm a firm believer that if we've lived here long enough, that we got to be able to find a mitigated area. And there's people who's been paying taxes all their lives, but then let's go back to education portion of it, right? Where I truly, like, as a taxpayer, I pay taxes for a school district, and if my child graduated already, then why am I continually paying taxes on to the school district? How is that possible? But yet we have individuals that's owned houses for years and they're still paying taxes. Why can't that tax that I would have provided to my child go to those individuals and assist them instead? I mean, we need essential services, right? And what do we consider essential services? Firefighters, police, whatever it is in the county and in the city. So we need to be able to find a way to assist those that really need help. But property taxes, we do need that's an issue that we definitely would have to look into, because I'm for looking into it and supporting those that's been here a while, has worked hard, and it's just we need to look into that a little deeper.
Last question from the talk shop.
Okay.
In 2 years, after, at the end of, as your last few months sunset in your first term as a freshman House District 14 representative in Albany County, how would you measure success? What would success look like? If there were 3 measures, what would success look like at the end of your first term?
Well, as a freshman, I will look at it as, okay, how many people did I appease? Right? How many constituents can come back to me and go, all right, you did what you said you were going to do. Let's do the next one. Right? You can't please everybody, Eric. There's no such thing as pleasing everybody. You got to try your best to assist as many people as you can. So that's one. And the other measure of success would be how many people are mad at you. You know, those are the ones that you're probably disappointed enough that you need to be able to talk to them and go, what can I do different to help you? Because clearly I haven't made you happy. So please educate me on a solution that you have that you'd like me to work on. And then 3 would be, well, did our taxes go down? Did cost of living go down? Or are we living in an economy that's affordable? Right? Are we helping enough individuals that can stay in the state of Wyoming? And the way I look at that is that if our younger generation are staying here a little bit longer and they're good stewards of our state, then by golly, let's do it. I mean, I'm big on assisting the alternative schools and such. And so when our school districts are offering and our state is offering an opportunity for our kids to be good stewards as adults and making and earning money to provide into our system here, then we've done good. We've done good. And I support that.
Emily Studi for House District 14, our guest today on the Candidate Awareness Tour. I always exit as often as possible when we come to the end of an interview. You've done preparation. What did you prepare to have asked we didn't cover, but you want to before we exit our time together?
Well, I want my constituents to know that back in the 90s, right, well, before I graduated high school, we had plenty of opportunities to, whether you want to be a CNA, you wanted to get your certification as a CDL driver, or if you had, you wanted to work as on-the-job training with an electrician, a plumber, a welder. Those are possibilities for you. Then you can take your certification after you graduate high school, and then you can become, what was that called, a journeyman, should you choose to. And a nurse, you could be licensed, you can be an LPN or an and such. I want to bring that back because I want to support our economy and I want to support our kids, whether it's our kids here, our kids at Cathedral Home, our kids at the Whiting High School. I mean, I want them to know that we have something for them here. And that's what matters most to me. That is actually one of my number one initiatives is I want something to give back to our kids who feel they have nothing to look forward to when they graduate high school.
As you think about running your race, July 21st, early voting begins. What message do you have that you want voters to take to the polls?
I want them to know that, well, it is possible to make a lot of these, my thoughts, what I want, my platform, it is possible to make it happen. I mean, the state of Wyoming already has CDL programs available to those that are in need of CDL programs. We already have, there's already money set aside for on-the-job training. So we can make it happen. We just need to let the kids know that while they're in high school, they can leave, get paid. The employer actually gets money to be able to, well, help that kid, right? I want the taxpayers to know that it is possible. So it's not asking for more money. The money's already there.
And how do people reach you, Emily Studi for House District 14, as you campaign going into the primary, which is August 18th, 2026?
Oh, well, people have been texting me. So 307-314-9494. 9198. That's the best way to get a hold of me because a lot of times I'm on the phone. So while I'm on the phone, I can put you on speakerphone and then I can text you if you want me to reach out right back. So, yep, that's
It's
how.
been a pleasure. We appreciate you showing up to our classroom, and the Talk Shop graciously welcomes all candidates, all races, all levels of government here forever forward, as long as I am coordinating the Talk Shop programming. So thank you for sending our listeners and our audience an opportunity to go to the polls. The best informed vote is an informed vote. So thank you.
Yes, thank you.